What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word processed food? To be honest, with the health articles and documentaries I've watched, my answer would be chronic diseases. From heart disease, diabetes, and even obesity. I get scared of the possibilities that I might get those diseases once I consume too much processed food. I bet other people share the same thought. If you do, you can just nod your head as you watch this video. Come on, don't be shy. In today's episode, we're going to talk about processed food and healthy alternatives for a healthier lifestyle with bad and good processed food, a healthy alternative against chronic disease. Hi there! Looking for something fun and healthy? Come and be in your best shape with us. Welcome to Mr. Pink and Mrs. Blue, where we go on our fitness journey one step at a time. I am Mrs. Blue, here to give you sets of food to avoid and what not, together with the possible alternatives that will give you equal satisfaction without sacrificing your health. Indulging in a great meal doesn't have to be dangerous, right? Before we begin, if you're new to our channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on how to lose weight and stay healthy. I won't make this any longer, so let's get started. What is processed food? According to its definition, processed food is a food item that has had a series of mechanical or chemical operations performed on it to change or preserve it. To be more specific, according to the United States Department of Agriculture, you can tell if a food is processed if it underwent processes that changed its natural state, namely washing, cleaning, milling, cutting, chopping, heating, pasteurizing, blanching, cooking, canning, freezing, drying, dehydrating, mixing, and packaging. However, the Institute of Food Technologists involve other processing terms, such as filtering, fermenting, extracting, concentrating, microwaving, and packaging. So, if you think about it, is there such a thing as unprocessed food? Well, that's going to be another topic for another day. When did processed food become a thing? Well, these have been around since the beginning of time, starting from the prehistoric era, where they learned how to preserve food with the use of sodium or salt, fermenting, sun-drying, and other different types of cooking methods. Despite the lack of equipment and technology, our ancestors still found a way to store their food that would last them for days or months even. Egyptians used salt to preserve their food for at least 4,000 years. These were typically prepared for travel and voyage to keep them nourished along the way. In the early 1800s, Napoleon Bonaparte came up with the idea of canning that truly changed the world. Fascinating, isn't it? To become a person who's able to change the world? I certainly would like to be one someday. Like people, processed foods are also divided into groups, depending on how processed they are. Minimally processed foods. Pre-prepared foods merely for convenience, like bagged spinach, roasted nuts, cut vegetables, and many more. Preserved foods to maintain nutritional quality and freshness. This includes canned tomatoes, canned tuna, and frozen fruits and veggies. Products with added flavor and texture, preservatives, sweeteners, spices, oils, food color, and more, such as cake mixes, salad dressing, colored ketchups, jarred pasta sauce, and many more. On-the-go food like deli meat, granola, crackers, and more. These are heavily processed foods that you should look out for. Pre-made meals, which are heavily processed, like microwavable dinners and frozen pizzas. Too much consumption of these will lead to serious health problems. Of course, processed foods also have good sides. Aside from convenience, these also help us to consume nutrient-dense foods in small portions. Due to chemical changes, they're able to make fortified milk and juices with calcium and vitamin D, as well as extra fiber found in breakfast cereals. Pre-cut and bagged veggies are also beneficial to people who don't have time to prepare their meals early in the morning. As I've said earlier, salt makes food last longer. That's why most of our sodium consumption comes from processed foods. So it can be pretty hard to avoid excessive sodium and sugar content in every product, especially chips and chocolates. But there's no need to worry because you can always substitute these goods with other products that contain less preservatives. The simplest thing you can do is to look for products that are labeled low sodium, no salt added, reduced sodium, sugar-free, and no added sugar, just to make sure that you're not killing yourself while munching on these treats. These are healthier alternatives that you can consider. Replacing cereals with porridge oats. Make your own pasta sauce and salad dressings. Less cost and additives. Try substituting bacon with avocado. If you're thinking about combining eggs with bacon in the morning, resort to eggs and avocado instead. Do-it-yourself granola bars with less sugar content. Avoid popcorns. Simply buy corn kernels and pop them in the oven or stove before the movie starts. Be careful though, we don't want the kernels to pop in your face. Resist fruit snacks. If you're looking for something with a fruity flavor, why not buy real fruits instead? That way you can get proper nutrition. Don't tire yourself searching for the perfect watermelon candy. Buy a real watermelon. Replace instant ramen with zucchini noodles. Cook meals with organic ingredients at home before you leave for work. And the most important thing of all, keep everything in moderation. There's nothing wrong in eating what you want. Just make sure that it isn't going to damage your health. Remember, self-discipline is the key to fitness. If you're someone who's trying to lose some pounds, you would definitely want to stay away from these. Which processed food do you consume more often? Minimally processed foods, on the go, or pre-prepared meals? Let us know in the comments below. Replace your comfort food with nutritious superfoods. Check out 5 Best Superfoods to Boost Weight Loss 2020 Nutrition Facts. Seeking for health inspiration? Feel free to visit and follow our Facebook page and Instagram account, Mr. Pink and Mrs. Blue, where we share motivational quotes to help people go through their fitness journey with a positive mindset. That is all for today. Again, I am Mrs. Blue. Don't forget, walk on your fitness journey one step at a time. Mr. Pink and Mrs. Blue, your health gurus, will see you in the next one. Bye!